Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video, it is going to be the first video in literally 12 months. I have not uploaded a single video to this channel in 12 months. That is pretty insane considering I used to upload multiple times a day at one point. So you are probably wondering, why the hell have you been gone so long? Where the hell have you been? What have you been doing? Like, you're wondering probably a lot of things. Let's just start off and get the elephant out the room. Yes, I'm aware it's 2020, COVID-19 has been affecting the entire world. That is not actually the reason why I've been gone. Like, I didn't get COVID in January or something before everybody else and I've been incapacitated the whole time. I have been alive. I have been doing other things. It's just I haven't been doing this channel. So this video might end up being fairly long, but I just wanted to do it just to give you at least a bit of an insight as to why I've been gone. But I am saying right now that this is going to be the final video I upload to the channel. The reason why I want to say this, I'll explain more later on as to why I'm doing it now. I'm just going to say this is the last video definitively. I'm not going to do anything after this video, so don't expect anything. But yeah, anyway, all will be explained in due course in this most likely very long video, but I think you'll understand me and watch through a long video, considering you haven't seen anything from me in literally an entire year. So I'm also going to say that this is essentially my 2020 video, because I'm uploading this on the 31st of December. But yeah, I shall probably not call it that in the end of, like, when I actually put this video out. You'll know what it's called. I don't quite know what I'm going to call it yet, but I need to get it recorded so I can upload it. Why have I been gone? Why have I not uploaded? This whole thing started on what was the last video I ever uploaded, which was the My 2019 video I did back in 31st of December 2019. And when I did that video, I said that it was going to be just like every other year. I would do that video and then I would put out the 2020 plans video the next day. And that was the plan all the way up until literally the 1st of January. So I uploaded that video, I went through the 2019 plans, did all of that. Like, I actually thought about, right, I've uploaded that video, I need to do the other one now. And I was like, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I still have time. But I eventually decided against it. And you probably saw the community post I then put up on New Year's Day, where I then said that I haven't put out a video because I think that I'm not going to be uploading by the end of 2020, and I don't want to commit to things which I probably won't achieve anyway. And that was the original reason. Now, that wasn't me saying sort of pseudo weirdly that I was going to stop uploading from that point. That was just me preempting the fact that I might not be uploading by the end of the year. So I did put that up there and I said, oh, I have plans to go plane spotting and secure my career and do more, like get more models. But if I remember right, the plans I had were to just continue doing unboxing and plane spotting, and that was it. I didn't want to do anything else because I just thought, well, if I commit to anything else, then I'm going to not do it. I'll probably do 1 or 2 videos, then give up, and it will be more annoying that I've started something and I'm not going to finish it. So I was like, right, just commit to things that you know you're going to do. If I'm honest, I don't particularly remember the first few months of this year, sort of like January, February, March time. I was most likely continuing to do plane spotting. I remember I did do a few videos, like recording videos of stuff around the airport and thinking, oh, I'll upload this to my channel eventually. I just thought, oh, well, at some point I'll get around to editing a video. I didn't get any models to unbox. I actually didn't get any models for ages. I think if I did get one, then I definitely would have recorded a video on it. I was just getting on with my work, really, and then by February, March time, we were starting to do some exams. So that was why I definitely wasn't uploading them. And I can't even remember if I was spotting that much because I was only at the airport twice a week, and now I'm up there 5 days a week. So, well, not now because it's currently Christmas, but anyway, yeah, I was doing those exams, doing all of that work, and then all of a sudden COVID hit. So the lockdown started, and I don't want to go into COVID too much because I've tried doing recordings of this before and I sort of went massively off topic. The basic gist of it is we got put into lockdown on the 23rd of March, but we got told we had to go home from college on the week before that, or not the week before, well, yeah, in the week before that, but not like as in 7 days before. It was only a few days because the lockdown was announced on the Monday. And we got sent home on the 17th of March, was it? Oh, the 18th. yeah, because it was announced on the Wednesday, yeah, so the 18th, and then our last day was the 19th, so that was that, and I didn't go back until September, so I missed almost half the year, or in fact pretty much half the year of the last year that I did, and I was able to do my studies at home. You may have been thinking, well, that's all well and good, Ibirdball, but you had said before that the reason why you weren't uploading as much was because that you had less time, and if only you had more time, then you would be doing more videos. And guess what happened with the lockdown? Everybody was told to stay at home. We couldn't leave. I didn't leave the house. I only left about 6 times in about 3 months, and all of them were just for exercise. And apart from that, I didn't leave at all. So why couldn't I have been doing YouTube videos then? Well, I could have, but I didn't. And the reason why was because I actually thought that thing right at the start of the first lockdown. I was like, what things have I been wanting to do for ages and ages and ages that require lots of time to do that I haven't had the chance to? I didn't mean stuff like, oh, I could just do the one thing and I could do it in like a few hours, or if I have a spare day, I can do it and it's that one time and then it's over. No, I was talking about projects which would take weeks or potentially months to do, that I would need lots of commitment to go towards, and I knew that I couldn't do it whilst I was doing the work and studies that I had. So I eventually came round to gardening, of all things, because that was something which I have not done properly in about 6 or 7 years, because as well as not having the time as much anymore, like when I was doing it before, the last time we did it, we went on holiday abroad and came back 2 weeks and nobody was there to water the plants, and we didn't have any rain or anything, so everything nearly died. So after that we just thought, well, we'll have to wait until we're staying at home and not going on holiday. And of course this year, with all the flights and everything cancelled and not being able to travel abroad, this summer was spent at home, so we were able to grow things, and we had a bumper year of everything. We had like beans, tomatoes, cucumbers, courgettes, corn, peppers, potatoes, peas, everything. Everything under the sun we were growing, and that took up pretty much all of my spare time. Not all of it, but quite a lot of it, because we actually had some really good weather in the spring and summer of this year. I mean, I think in May we didn't have a single drop of rain at all, and I'm fairly certain we didn't have any cloudy days either. But even with that, I could have done YouTube videos, but I didn't, because, to put it bluntly, I had just lost all motivation to do it, because I hadn't been doing it that much to begin with. Things that I do, if I don't do them often enough, then I will lose motivation to do it. And I think probably quite a lot of people have that as well. It's like, if you want to do a thing, but then you keep wanting to do it and you never get the chance, and you just eventually, like when you actually finally get the chance to do it, unless you're really, really committed and interested in it, then you probably won't end up actually doing it then. And that was what I believe was what happened then, because from September, I wasn't really doing much videos. Like when I started the level 2, I know I did the update saying, oh, there's probably going to be less videos anyway, but even then, I could have done some, but I didn't. And because I hadn't done it, and then by the time it was then 6 months later in March, and I hadn't done really any videos at all, or by that point I hadn't done them in 3 months, because I only put up the update video, the my 2019 video, that I just wasn't interested in doing them anymore. And I thought, well, do gardening, because I've never done that in a million years. I ended up doing some model kits that I'd been meaning to do. Again, that's another thing that I wanted to do that I hadn't had the chance. I was playing Minecraft and things, so that was why I ended up not uploading. And then when it came to the summer, when everyone was allowed out again, I was doing spotting more and continuing to do gardening. So yeah, that was that. And then I eventually went back to college, and I'm currently doing 5 full days a week, and I've been doing exams all the while. So we'd like do the work and then the exam. So I've done like, what, 8? And yeah, some of them I'll be doing the work for like 2 or 3 weeks and then do the exam. Some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger. That was why I was gone the whole time, and I do apologize for that. I didn't want to just leave you here. I thought, well, if you are going to stop it, at least say goodbye. Like, don't just leave everybody in the dark, because I had read your comments on those videos that I put out, well, just the 2019 video actually. Like, I'd seen them on there saying like, rip Ibirdball, he just died, he just disappeared, and I just felt really guilty about not actually telling you where I'd been. I mean, I know quite a lot of you probably follow me on like Instagram and things, so you did see me on there. I know I had on my aviation account one question, because I did the like, Instagram question thing, and I put I just put like, oh, ask me questions, and one of them was like, where have you been on YouTube? And I was like, well, I was just completely candid with them, like I am with this video. I just said lost motivation, so didn't do any videos for, well, what at the time was about 10 months, now it's 12 months. So that is pretty much the explanation. I know it's not really the best, I don't know, like noble thing. It's not like I was like taking up care during the COVID-19 pandemic and I was looking after people or anything like that. Like it wasn't anything noble. It was literally just me losing interest. But I mean, I don't think it's particularly a bad thing. I mean, look how long I was doing this channel for. I mean, apart, like, just take away this last year because it doesn't count. Because I literally, like, this is legitimately the first video of 2020. The fact that I managed to do YouTube for so long before that was pretty staggering in itself. I mean, the fact that I had commitment to put out, what, about 800 videos is still a fairly big testament to how interested I was in doing YouTube. And I never wanted to do it as a job or anything. It was just my hobby. For many years, it was my only real hobby. I mean, I did have a couple of other hobbies, but this was the one that I put the most time in because I was in the lower years of school, so I didn't really have much else to do. When I got back, of course, I did have some homework to do and things, but then when I had done all that, I had lots of time to do YouTube videos, and I really wanted to do them. I was inspired to do all these videos. I had all these series going, and I was getting really into it. I know I didn't have many people viewing my channel, but I was still like really engaging with the viewers and everything, so I was just enjoying every single minute of it. And even videos that I put out, like Ibirdball, which had pretty much no viewers at all, apart from about literally 10 in the last few years, I still enjoy doing that. That was probably my favourite series to record, simply because I could just put my tablet down on that stand of books and boxes, press record for half an hour, do whatever in Minecraft, stop the video, and then it was just sat on my tablet and I could upload it straight away or upload it whenever I wanted. And I'm fairly certain I had some form of schedule that I don't quite remember exactly how often I was uploading the videos. It was still one of the best experiences I had doing YouTube was back then. And I have to say, like, my motivation to do YouTube, it didn't just fall off a cliff this year. It had been dropping down for sort of the last 2 years. The very first instance that I can think of me losing any form of interest in YouTube was when I originally got my capture card, which was, what, April 2017? And at the time, I thought it was going to be a big plus because I was doing all of these Xbox videos. I could then record them with a capture card and they would actually look good. I mean, the audio wasn't good because it's literally just like now. I'm just recording it through my computer microphone, or laptop even. So, yeah, but even so, it was better quality, and I enjoyed, like, when I put the videos out, it was just like, oh, well, look, these are all better quality. It's not the 360p recording on my tablet anymore. But I have to say that doing that really dented my motivation for doing things like Ibirdball, for example, because it destroyed the recording sort of routine that I had going that really made me enjoy making the videos. I would have to record the video and the audio separately. Of course, like, I had to set up my whole capture card and things. Sometimes the video wouldn't record for some reason. You'd press stop and it wouldn't stop, so then it would just not record the video properly. Things like that really dented my motivation. But the biggest thing was the fact that when I was putting the video together, it would take much longer than it used to. So I would have had to spend a lot more time, like, making the video and audio sync up, for example, and then cutting out some certain bits, and just all of this really dented my motivation for actually making the videos. And that's why I ended up doing about 60 Ibirdball videos over the space of about 8 or 9 months, and then ended up doing about another 5 or 6 since about 2017. So it really did dent my motivation in that way. But I guess the only series which it didn't really was the Dorchester Airport series that I had, because I was really looking forward to showing that off. So then when I was editing the video together, I was like, oh, because it was like one special thing every month, so it was much better in that way. But then once that was finished, then, which was by the end of 2017 if I remember right, that was a big chunk of motivation gone for at least doing console videos, which is why that sort of just disappeared into the nothingness after that point. Then with other videos like Air Tycoon 4, of course, I had the screen recorder back in 2015 and 16, and then that broke, and then I was recording with my camera. That I tried to sort out, but there was just no way on my really old tablet that I could end up having a screen recorder again, so I just sucked it up and had a camera. But I ended up having an accident, a fairly big accident, that basically killed all motivation for doing that series. That was because when I was recording it in 2018, I remember at the time I said, right, I'm going to start the series 2 again, and it was series 2.5, and I'm going to try and record every single video in the rest of the series, edit them all, and get it done. Then I can upload them whenever I want. And originally, I was really into that, and I ended up recording like 7 or 8 videos, and I was really getting into it, and I thought, yeah, I can actually finish this. I think I had a few problems with the airline that I was trying to sort out, and it was going to be this really great video of like time lapse of me going, look, now it's fixed, and I've done this and I've done that. Everything was recorded, and like an idiot, I deleted the footage of my SD card by accident because I thought I'd already got it on my computer, and I hadn't. That was a really big dent in my motivation because I'd suddenly deleted all of that work and I would have to re-record the entire thing, and it took literally like 2.5 hours to do. I thought, oh, well, I'll just leave it here and then pick it back up later, but then, yeah, I just completely lost all motivation after that because then I was going into my GCSEs, so I then sort of lost the thread, and then after that, I never really picked it up again, so that was why I ended up uploading all of those Airtype Evolve videos, and was uploading them in sort of May and June time because they had just literally sat on my computer for 6 months since I recorded them in November. So that was how that series died. And then, oh god, what other videos did I have? Well, plane spotting, unboxing. Well, I'll do plane spotting first because unboxing is kind of a bit of a seminal moment for this channel, which you'll know about in a minute. Plane spotting, when I was recording those videos, I thought, well, I can just upload these and do it whenever. I don't have to really worry about recording them specifically for YouTube. I can just be at the airport and then record them and then just upload them whenever I like. But because I'd lost the motivation for doing all those other videos, I was also losing motivation to actually record the videos in the first place because I was doing more aviation photography, which you can see on my Flickr. I've got to put it in the description and things. I'm much more into photography now because originally I was into filming because of this channel. But then I became more into photography, so I ended up moving into that, and then as a result, no plane spotting videos. I mean, I have got loads of videos that I recorded, but I just never really wanted to upload them because I'd already been losing motivation for doing the channel anyway. And then the final, what I regarded to be the final straw, was unboxing, because that series I had, apart from 2 or 3 models that I got before then, every single model I have ever got up until about September, I had unboxed on this channel. When I got, I believe it was a BA 777 in the Landau livery because Phoenix did one, and I was like, oh my god, I've been wanting this for ages. When I got that, I remember thinking to myself, because that was the first model that I'd got in ages. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the first one I got this year because the last one I got were at Christmas. When I got that, I thought, do I unbox this on the channel? Because I hadn't done YouTube for 9 months by that point. And I thought, this is where you make the decision, like in my mind at least. You've uploaded every single one pretty much on the channel, and if you don't upload this one, then that's basically that series dead, and that's basically the entire reason for the channel existing dead. And I actually left it in its box for about 2 hours and then eventually decided to unbox it myself. And then I've got that and about 3 or 4 other models since then, and I've ordered another one. That series is dead as well. That was what I regarded to be the last straw of all of the series, and that was the end of that. It's not really that noble, is it? Like, it was literally just me, oh, I just couldn't be asked anymore. But as I said a minute ago, the fact I even did YouTube this long was pretty staggering in itself. I mean, I started when I was in year 7. It's kind of crazy that I was even doing it in year 11 at all. There was loads of people that were doing YouTube in school and they stopped after a few months. I think there's literally one person that I know of that's still doing YouTube. I thought I was, but no, there is literally still somebody from my old school year who is still doing YouTube videos. But apart from that, it was just me. I'm going to pat myself on the back just a bit for that. I think you'll understand. I mean, the fact I hadn't done YouTube in a year is outweighed by the fact that I did it for 4 years before then. That's really it. I can't really think of anything else to say. Like, that's the reason why I've been gone. That's the reason why this channel sort of declined over the last 2 years. And that was why I ended up not really uploading anything at all. I mean, I did mention that the decline supposedly started in 2017, but I didn't really feel that I'd lost motivation until I started year 11, which was like September 2018. It was after that point when I properly started losing time to do the YouTube videos. I think that was what really played into that. And then doing gardening and things, yeah, that was Like this year, that was the end of the channel, really. And as I mentioned, I'm really sorry it took this long to get this video out. I've been basically wanting to do this video for 3 months, because when I unboxed that model myself was really when I officially decided I wasn't going to do this anymore. It took that long to actually get around to recording this video, but I'm kind of glad I waited, because then it's like a year anniversary of my last video, and then yeah, I'm now uploading this. I did think about doing it on Christmas Day, but I thought New Year would be better, because a Christmas present of me leaving the channel would probably be a bit in bad taste, shall we say. But yeah, I mean, I know loads of people have had a terrible year anyway, so this is probably the last bit of bad news for this year. I wanted to end the channel on a video that actually is definitively me saying I'm now leaving, because I'm going to be 18 soon, and I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in the UK at least, 18 means you're an adult. And it did seem kind of weird that I would have a quote-unquote active YouTube channel that I was uploading videos on that I started in year 7 at like 12 years old, and I would still be using it when I was an adult. That just seemed weird to me. And I'm very well aware that people have done that, and I don't begrudge them at all. It's just a personal thing for me that I did not want to continue doing that. And plus, like, because I was just moving into other things, like doing plane spotting, and I'm like actually now moving into my career, I just felt that I didn't want to continue doing it anymore, because it was a thing that I did as a kid. I mean, I can't really think of an analogy of anything else, but anything that you did as a kid, and then you kept doing it for ages and ages, and then by the time you got to an adult, you would just thought, well, why am I still doing this? I'm an adult now. I don't know, I really can't think of anything other than, like, I don't know, like hugging a toy in bed at night or something. I can't really think of any other sort of similar analogy for this. I guess it's its own unique thing. Just my own personal reasoning for ending the channel now, and I don't really like leaving things open and not finishing them, so hence this video. But I just want to thank all of you over these last 4 years who had tuned into this channel and watched whatever videos you watched and engaged with me and did all the videos. I was trying to talk about like putting comments on the videos, and then I said did all the videos. No, I did all the videos. You watched them and commented on them and liked them and probably disliked them. I'm really glad that I ended up doing this. Oh yeah, I also hit 2,000 subs at some point during the lockdown, so thanks for that. I was never here to really acknowledge that until after it happened, but there you go. Some of the impacts I've had on probably quite a lot of people, the biggest one I can think of is Fleet Histories. When I started that, it was just me going, wait, Elmore Ipletens, he's done a bunch on the 747s, and I really like them. I'm going to do my own because I want to do some on some of the other fleets. And eventually people started asking me, they're like, hey, can you do one on this? And I eventually turned that into a giant request thing, and it became like a feedback loop. I was really interacting with the community, where I was uploading a video that they asked for, and then they'd ask more, and then I'd upload that, and it was just a giant feedback loop that really did drive up engagement. And I think that's why my channel really started to sort of boom in popularity, particularly by 2018 time. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call 2,000 subscribers like massively popular, particularly in this day and age, but it's popular enough for me. Doing those Fleet History videos, I mean, they've got thousands and thousands of views on them now, and I really started off, well, I popularized the genre. I didn't start off the genre, I popularized it to the point now where there is so many people doing it that I've completely lost track. Previously, I used to be able to name the other people that did Fleet Histories on my hand, like Scaring Crab, I know started because of me, and a few other of his fans started because of him and me, so there's quite a few people that did them. But there's so many now that literally, if you type in Fleet History, you used to just see my videos and maybe Elmore Ipletens and then later Scaring Crabs, but now there's just so many that mine are sort of buried down there. I think that's probably the biggest legacy I've had. I mean, I did, what, like over 160 of them, so I don't even know why I've stopped doing them. I just stopped them in 2019 for some reason, and I don't even know why. Like, I didn't really lose motivation for it. I just was like, well, I'm going to stop it because of GCSEs, and then never really picked up on it again. And then I was like, well, I'll do one last video, and then bye. I don't know. Although I did think about coming back, I remember, later in 2019, but then because there were so many people that were doing it, I thought, well, all of the videos that I want to do have probably been done 2 or 3 times already by other people now, and now it's just even worse. Like, there was probably literally no other Fleet Histories left that I could even do because everybody else has done them. But I don't begrudge that because I left the series, so everybody else was doing it because I wasn't doing it. So it wasn't my favourite series, but it was my most popular one. And yeah, that was definitely a lasting legacy I've left, and people are still doing Fleet Histories to this day, which I am quite surprised to see. Air Tycoon 4 as well, I guess, because the first person to do a series on that, but I don't really sort of give that to myself because it's probably likely that somebody else was going to do one anyway. And then when I started a series, I know somebody else did one like a few weeks after I started. I don't know, maybe I started that, maybe I didn't, I don't know. Maybe they had the plan to do it before me. At least I was one of the first. Now quite a few people are doing Air Tycoon 4 and then the Air Tycoon 5, which I still haven't played yet, even though I did that video on it. It's because of my old tablet. I was like, I'm not going to get it on there. I'll just get it on a new one if I ever get it, which I actually do now, but I haven't played it on there. Maybe I will. I haven't touched Air Tycoon 4 since I did those last recordings back in November 2018. Yeah, I mean, I left that legacy to YouTube, so I do have lasting impacts. And I'm not intending on deleting any videos as well, by the way. I'm not going to make them private or unlisted or anything. I'm just going to keep them up all public, so you can go back and watch them. I just won't be uploading anymore. And I have seen a bunch of people like requesting Fleet Histories and things, and then I did have to put up a community post about halfway through the year because it just annoyed me a bit, and I was like, I have ended them, stop asking me. But I think because everybody now is doing so many of them that, yeah, they've stopped requesting them to me. In fact, I've just realised I completely forgot. I then put that thing up in June this year saying I'll be uploading again soon, because I thought, oh, I could do plane spotting. Oh my god. Somebody's called me totally gay because I'm still waiting for this video. Brilliant. So I completely forgot I did that. I apologise for that because I hyped you up and I didn't upload anything. Well, I guess unless you count this video as that, but not really. So considering I forgot about that, that doesn't really count. Completely lost my train of thought. I don't know, I'll start a new one. But just thanks for all of the support I have had over these last 4 years on every single series. I'm not going to start naming people. I mean, I did mention Scaring Crab, but that was only because I remembered him for Fleet Histories. But there are so many people that have interacted and engaged with this channel over the years that I don't want to start naming them because I'll forget people and it'll just really get me if I forget them and I'll stop recording and then I'll remember who they are. So thanks for supporting this channel for however long you support it. I'm aware that probably a lot of you unsubscribed, but I don't know, you probably saw this and thought, wait, he's uploading again? Oh my god. And then, yeah, it's the last video, but oh well. It is a bit weird this being the last video though, because funnily enough, I actually remember imagining years and years ago, like back when I was in year 8 and I was only like 13, I remember wondering what my last video would be, and I actually, this was before my voice dropped, and I actually imagined me with a deeper voice just saying like, oh, well, I'm going now because I need to get to work. I cannot even remember for the life of me now, but I do remember I at least imagined what scenario that would be, and we are currently there. We are already at the end of 2020, a year that has brought a lot of pain on the world, but yeah, including not uploading videos. Was that a real pain? I'm sure a lot of you completely forgot that I existed, just like I forgot this channel existed. But anyway, before this video goes on for much longer, I will draw this to a close. I am still going to be active on this channel in terms of like watching videos because I'm subscribed to people. You'll probably see me comment on other videos. I've got other areas of the internet that I'm on. I'm on Instagram, I've got my main Instagram account, I've got my aviation one, I've got a joint one with my girlfriend, I've got Flickr, I've got Xbox Live, I've got stuff. It's basically Instagram and YouTube were the only 2 social medias that I've ever used in my life. Not Twitter, not Facebook, anything like that. Just those 2. So you can still see me. If you want to talk to me, then you can talk to me on Instagram if you want. You probably won't because I won't be doing this channel anymore, but I'm just proud of this channel, at least. Even though it's ending. Well, it's that Winnie the Pooh phrase, whatever it is. It's like, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. That's kind of the thing that I'm taking out of this. I'm just trying to hold my head high and go, this is something which I'm incredibly proud that I did. I mean, my life would be in a completely different place if I didn't do this. I was mainly inspired by Stampy. I mean, I did say Matty Studios Gaming, but it was really Stampy. I mean, if you look at those failed touch videos, I was literally just copying his style. The fact it lasted 4 years, minus this last year, so it's not 5, but yeah, it's 4, since June 2015, that is quite an incredible achievement for anything, really. I mean, sticking with a project for 4 years is a bit insane, like just as a hobby. Especially something that took up a lot of time like this. Just thank you for all the videos you've watched, for finding my channel. I know that you probably didn't have a hand in that because you probably were looking for other videos and it was a suggested one on the side and you were like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, it's a guy with a squeaky, annoying voice. I like that. Subscribe. Oh, at least that's how I imagine it. Thank you for watching all the videos that I've ever uploaded. I don't know, maybe go back and watch some. I've been actually rewatching Ibirdland because why not? And oh my god, the way I used to talk and not actually structure sentences properly was very, very, very annoying, and saying in every single sentence. I've definitely cut back on that now because my brain is bigger, so I am much better. But anyway, that will be the end of a chapter in my life, really, an end of an era. This channel will be officially dying. I was trying to make that make more sense, but that's the way it ended up. I don't really know. Have I ever really made sense on this channel? I don't really know. But anyway, yes, just thank you for watching, and I guess I will see you around. Also, Happy New Year for 2021. Hopefully it's better. I won't be there on YouTube for uploading videos, but I will be around the internet. So, for the final time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you about the internet.